Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Innovation Fitness with Harvey. If you are new to the channel, then welcome along, and if you haven't already, please watch my full disclaimer, and the link for this can be found in the description below. As very briefly, this is purely a inspirational channel to motivate others the importance of fitness for both our physical and mental well-being, and this is done through my vision loss journey. So in this video, I am doing forward facing wall squats. So in my last video, I'd done body weight squats. So just adding this in, as I hope that it may be beneficial, maybe for beginners, to help with squat form, also good for posture, and good mobility exercise. So as ever, my content is always welcome to anyone that is interested, but I always have the visually impaired community in mind, so hopefully a lot of useful audio. So the forward facing wall squats, as I say, good for form in squats, as the wall can be used as a guide in the exercise. Now, it's always important to remember that the wall is just a guide, not for support. And the wall is used to give feedback, and it's good for body awareness, good for control in the exercise, and as I say, good for mobility for the hips, knees and ankles. So doing something very similar in this video as I'd done in the bodyweight squats, but just hoping that it may be useful. So to begin, I will locate a safe, sturdy wall with no objects around, and I will stand about a foot away from the wall, roughly, and my hands, so the palms of my hands, will be flat on the wall at chest height and shoulder width apart. And I will position my elbows so nice and relaxed. So my elbows will point downwards slightly, just in a natural position. And my hands will just be on the wall as feedback, but not pressing into the wall. Then I will perform the squat, and as I'm doing it, my hands should be nice and relaxed on the wall, so it helps with keeping an upright chest and prevents leaning into the wall in the exercise. As for instance, if I do the form not as well and lean, I then instantly feel the pressure in the palms of my hands, and I then know to maybe make an adjustment. So just to recap, in the squat, like I'd done in the last video, feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing outward slightly, feet remain flat on the ground, So no lifting in the heels. Knees nice and relaxed, knees not locked. Back straight with a neutral spine. So no rounding or excessive arching in the back. Chest up, core engaged, and push the hips back and then lower the knees and then push through the heels back up to the starting position. And knees track over the toes and not collapsing inwards. So it can be useful using the wall as a guide to help with form and body awareness. Just when starting off. Now, for me, it can feel a little bit less natural than when doing the squats away from the wall, because the wall can be a little bit maybe of a restriction, but can be useful initially, just building confidence. And I would also say for the visually impaired community, I would say maybe it could be extra useful as maybe just as a bit of safety, to know that the wall is there as a guide to assist in the exercise. So just wanted to add this video as something to hopefully make my content as accessible and inclusive as I can. So hope you've enjoyed, and if you have any suggestions of maybe what you would like me to do in the future, then please feel free to drop them down in the comments. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next one.